Hello, Husky Light here. How are you? Welcome to April 2015. This is your reading for this month. I hope you all had a wonderful March. I hope there wasn't too many problems, and you all made it through all right, and most of you hopefully had an amazing time. Now I'm going to speak a little bit about, before I get into the reading, about our solar eclipse, which is on the 4th of April. Now obviously on the 20th of March we had a solar eclipse. We had a solar eclipse on the 20th of March, which was the moon moving over the sun, and on the 4th of April we have a lunar eclipse. It's a lot shorter, it's only about 5 minutes long, but it goes 14 degrees Aries and 14 degrees of Libra, which means we have got the fiery energy of Aries. And what this will mean, it is calling for everybody to make changes again. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes on it. It's going to be quite an edgy solar eclipse for us, and it's going to ask us to make the necessary changes that we need to make, which will cover us for the next 6 months or so. And it's all about getting a new you. So everything is going to change, and it's asking you to make sure that you are true to yourself. Doesn't matter if you upset anybody else, doesn't matter what other people's opinions are particularly. It's asking that you, as long as you are true to yourself, that's the way that this lunar eclipse wants you to think, in order to prepare for the next 6 months or so. It's your higher self calling, it's the universe calling to you to make sure that you're standing on your own 2 feet, that you've not got a mask on, that you've dropped the mask by now, you're being true to yourself. There'll also be a lot of emotions around leading up to the 4th, the few days before the 4th. It's going to be a little bit nervous, a little bit edgy, but that's as we all prepare. Keep calm throughout the month. You've got a whole month to make these changes. You don't have to do it at the solar eclipse on the 4th. You don't have to go, oh my god, I need to change everything, and I need to change the house, and I need to change my boyfriend, and I need to change my job. No, you've got a whole month to do it, okay? And you don't need to change if you're happy, obviously. It's asking you to change in areas where you're not happy, to stand outside of your comfort zone, and to do things in a way that you know are going to be true to you, that are going to make you more happy, that is going to make your future more safe and secure. It's going to affect relationships, I would imagine, throughout the month, with it being in Aries and it being a bit feisty, seeing as Aries is a fire sign. So it's going to be a bit feisty. It is going to affect some relationships, all because it's going to have that feeling of, I'm just going to jump in and say something and not think about the consequences. That's something you need to stay calm on and try not to do, because it's also in Libra, which is all about balance as well. So we've got the fiery energy of Aries, and we've got the balance of the air sign of Libra, both sort of working with each. Hopefully it'll balance each other out to a certain extent, but don't jump into things without thinking about the consequences this month if you can. It'll bring a lot of strong feelings about you making your own choices, and making sure that you are true to yourself, even if that does mean upsetting somebody else. There's going to be a lot of further spiritual awakenings triggered by this solar eclipse. There's going to be further emotional revelations, things coming into more clarity, things that were hidden before coming through. And it's going to be all together. It's going to be a good month, actually. I'm looking forward to it. It is going to be a good month, because we are getting the chance, you know, a couple of times a year when we get these eclipses, and that we have a chance to change things, to shake things up, to get them more in line with the person that we really are, and the person that we want to be, and the life that we want to have, to get into alignment with that. So this is what it's giving you a chance to do. So it may have quite an effect, as I say, on not just romantic relationships, but family relationships as well, career relationships, all sorts of relationships. But it is all about making your own choices, and moving on from things that you are not happy with, that you want to change, and getting rid of the clutter, making way for the new, and clearing out. So I'm going to make sure this month that I finish off doing the Feng Shui course that I want to do for you, in order to bring these changes around in your home, and make some real positive changes. So, saying all that about that, let's get on with the reading for you. Right, I have been shuffling these cards all the way through, so here we go. 4, Ace of Cups. Right, I'm putting these cards out, and then I will put the camera down so you can see the cards that we've got, and we'll go through them. That's the best way to do it. Okay, let's get on with this reading of yours. Hi Virgo. Right, let's get on with your April 2015 reading. And again, this Knight of Coins keeps coming up, and that's come up a few times in a lot of people's readings. But let's start at the beginning. We'll go with the beginning of the month. There's a lot of competition around you at the beginning of the month. Some sort of competitive situation, whether that's a work situation or a love situation. I'm tending to think it's not a love situation, it's some sort of work situation, because you don't really have a lot of cups at the beginning of the month or anything, so I'm tending to find that's what it may be. You're going to come out on top. Things should be going all right with you. You should be feeling good. Projects, things that you've been doing should be sort of going along quite nicely at the beginning of the month. You're still getting these moments of self-doubt within you. Please stop doing that, because you can do it. You know you can do it. You've already been doing it. It's just these little bits of doubt keep coming up, and you have to get rid of them. Stop it. You're wonderful. You're amazing. You can do it. If you feel any fear, again, just give the fear up to the universe and to transmute and get rid of, and get on with it. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Step forward with things that you want to go forward with, because it's a really good time at the beginning of the month for you to do that. Make sure that people know where you stand. Make sure that you're being true to other people, and that they know exactly what your situation is, your point of view, your truth. Make sure that you're spelling things out clearly for them, so that there is no confusion. There's positive changes coming within your life, either in a personal or business relationship or situation. And it's also a card that points very much towards you thinking more independently about yourself, and maybe striking out on your own a bit more. Because if you want to be self-employed, that is definitely something that you should give a go around. It's a really good time to do it. If you've not started it yet, make sure you put some work in, do your homework, put the thought into it. It's a really good time though. You've got the know-how, you've got the knowledge already to make that business work. If you're striking out on your own, or you've just started, maybe you've just started and you've just done it and you've just started, and this is where your bits of self-doubt are coming in, or the fact that you've got competition around you and you're thinking, oh my God, am I good enough? Can I keep up with the yes, of course you can. Of course you can keep up with the competition. You can surpass the competition. You can come out on top, and you will come out on top. Be brave is what it's saying. Now if it is a love situation that this may apply to for some of you, again, just make sure that you speak your mind, that you're clear about what you want, about what you're saying, and make sure the other person knows where you're coming from. And if you're looking for somebody at the beginning of the month, you're going to meet somebody new. Somewhere though that you don't usually go, not the sort of places that you usually go to. You're going to meet them in a different place. So try and go somewhere new, just try doing something different, and that's where you're likely to meet somebody new at the beginning of the month. Your finances should be looking better. Your finances should be looking a lot better at the beginning of the month. There'll be something coming in that you may not expect, whether it's an extra bonus or suddenly you've got a really good customer come in, but there's something there that you may not expect regarding money that will come in and be a lot better for you, and really sort of should boost your confidence. That should do you the world of wonders if that comes in. Now it's teamed up with the Justice in reverse, so it's all about sort of law of attraction, karma, what goes around comes around, that sort of thing. And it, you know, everything that you do, every action has a consequence to it. But because it's in the reverse position, it says that at the beginning of the month you might be dealing with situations or people or things that is not everything you're dealing with is a direct result of your own actions or your own karma. It could be you're dealing with somebody else's problems, maybe somebody that you care about, and you're trying to help them in some way. Which is really difficult. That's just as bad as if you're trying to deal with something yourself, but this is something that's happened somebody else around you, and it's their own sort of making, and you're trying to help out with that at the beginning of the month. So no blame is to go on you, really, and you're not to blame yourself. And it's in the reverse, so try and keep everything balanced if you can. If you've not started your own business and you're in your own job, but you know, in a normal job and that sort of thing, that it might be pointing to be that you're being treated unfairly at work. But at this point in time, there isn't actually a lot you can do to change it in the short term. So just be really logical about what's happening. Don't let your emotions get in the way if this is the case. Don't cut off your nose to spite your face and walk out the job. You need to just make sure that you've got your nose to the grindstone, doing what you need to do, and everything is in balance where it can be. And again, within that work situation, make sure you're speaking clearly, because it might be that there's some sort of situation where you think you might not be being treated fairly, but at this moment in time, there is nothing you can do about it. At the end of the month, you're just going to have to hang on in there. Okay, it could be, if it's a love relationship, again, it could be this situation that you're not, or this feeling that you're not being treated fairly by a loved one. And again, there might not be a lot you can do about it. Just be clear and truthful about what you're saying. You will be able to sort it out, just not right this minute. Because I don't think it's all of your own doing. Some of it might be, but I don't think all of it is. It might be like you're helping somebody out, with it being in reverse. Maybe you're getting the blame. Maybe you're trying to help somebody out, and you're sort of, it's coming back on you a bit. You're sort of getting the blame for stuff that really isn't your fault. You know, that might be it. And don't try and fit in with your partner if you're in a long-term relationship, just in order to try and keep the peace. And don't be too eager. Speak your own truth and everything, and you're actually going to develop stronger boundaries and a stronger sense of self if you do that, rather than trying to fit in with what they want or just trying to go along with it. So that's the beginning of the month, so that's quite an interesting, and there seems to be, I mean, because the middle of the month, you're knackered, you're exhausted, you need a break. There seems to be, with what's gone on at the beginning of the month, there seems to have been a lot of maybe a lot of competition in certain areas, or a lot of things for you to deal with, a lot of things for you to cope with around the beginning of the month. And we've got to the middle of the month, and a lot of you will be feeling the strain. A lot of you will be thinking, I need a break, I need a rest. I fought a lot of battles, a lot of mental battles, trying to keep up with everything, trying to keep going, everything, you know. But oh my God, you know, things could be going really well, but it's been a hard slog at the beginning of the month, and you feel like you need a break, or you feel like you want to sort of withdraw. It's not a permanent withdrawal, it's just that I just want to go crawl in a corner for a bit, everybody leave me alone. It might be just make sure that you're looking after your body and your mind as much as you can be. Make sure you're eating healthily, drinking healthily, and doing the things that you need to be doing to stay as healthy as you can when you're in that position, when you're feeling that tired. Don't burn yourself out. Try and look after yourself. It's like you other people around you may be like just pushing at you for too much bits of your time, your attention, and you can't share yourself out to everybody. You just can't do it. You want to, and I know you want to, but you know, Virgos are so helpful and lovely, but you can't do it. You're really going to need to take maybe a bit of time off work during the middle of the month, or a break, even a long weekend if you can just get yourself away. If that's the case, if you're in a committed sort of love relationship, you might be that you've tried at the beginning of the month, you're trying to sort all the people's problems out. You could actually be feeling a bit numb by the middle of the month, a bit disconnected, especially in a love relationship as well. By the middle of the month, it's not your job to make people happy. It's not your job to try and make others feel fabulous all the time. Stop doing that. And it's not their job to make you feel happy or make you feel fabulous all the time as well. And it might be just pushing too hard. It might be that some of you just need a little bit of time apart. It could be part of the changes that are coming in with the lunar eclipse. It's not the time to push things. It's time to rest. It's time to give each other a break. It's time to give each other a little bit of space if that's what's needed. Yeah, don't push it in a love relationship in the beginning, in the middle of the month, if that's what it's referring to. Money and finance as well is coming in big time in the middle of the month with the Knight of Coins. Just if it's work situation, I said just keep going as best you can with it. I know that you feel overworked, I know that you feel tired, I know that you need a break, and hopefully you can get a break during the middle of the month, but don't worry about everything. Try not to worry about anything. Just worry about the little things, and the big things will take care of themselves. Yeah? Take care of the pennies, and the pounds take care of themselves, or the cents and the dollars, which, you know, wherever you're from. And that's the way it will work. Stick to the way that you normally do things. Don't suddenly start trying to do things in a different way, overthrowing the system, bringing up new rules and regulations to shake things up. Keep things the same as usual in work situations. Just get on with it, keep your head down, and keep things on an even keel, and try and keep things balanced at the moment. It's not the time. It's just not the time. And there's competition again around you. I mean, there's two stallions fighting there. So whether again that is, I think it's more in regard to monetary, with it being the coins, and it's more in regard to work, career. Definitely a lot of sort of competition or stuff going on around you, and it is, you know, some of it is wearing you out for some of you, but just stick with it. Get as much rest as you can. Things will get better, because at the end of the month you're doing a lot of worrying about money, And we've got the Five of Coins. Now to you it looks like it's in the upright position, but the way I'm looking at it, and the way I've drawn it, it's in reverse. So you're actually, by the end of the month, you're going to feel a lot more secure about money than maybe you have been the rest of the month. You're going to feel safer. You've realised maybe it's a time to reach out to others. Maybe you're beginning to see new ideas, new prospects, new things coming about. It's a really good thing. It says that you might have been sort of feeling a bit unsure of things during the rest of the month, but by the end of the month your confidence should be beginning to get better now. You're going to start getting more upbeat about things. Your confidence is getting great, your self-esteem, and things are coming together a lot more than they have done during other points in the rest of the month earlier on. Things are going to be a lot better, a lot more feelings, not feelings of being stuck anymore, feelings that you can move forward, new opportunities. You might suddenly just sort of see new opportunities coming into your life that you didn't even see before, that weren't there. If you've got new opportunities coming in that just suddenly sort of appear, take them. Do not hesitate, just move forward, get that confidence and take them, move forward. It may have seemed that things that might have been a bit bleak during the month, but that it's not meaning that the future is going to be like that as well. Things are better by the end of the month. It's a lot better by the end of the month, so keep thinking positively, and you'll do really, really well. If it's a love situation by the end of the month, there has been things during the month, there has been difficulties, you've been tired, you've needed a break, you've had people put all this pressure on you. By the end of the month though, you will be free. You will feel like you're free. You will feel more like something that might have been holding you back before is now not holding you back anymore, and you suddenly feel free. You feel more open in regards to love, and more able to deal with things, more able to even be more able to be a bit more vulnerable, actually, maybe not be so defensive if you've been defensive earlier on in the month. And once you do that, you'll magically sort of find that relationships start to get a lot better, relationships start to open up. Give yourself that chance to receive more love, and be more open at the end of the month, and that will make such a huge difference to any relationships that were having problems earlier on in the month. It will make a huge difference, believe me. Just be vulnerable, be open, be there, be able to receive some love. Don't be so defensive. This is not a dog-eat-dog world in love out there. There's been a lot of competition earlier on in the month, and you may feel like you've had to defend yourself a lot, and you know, people have taken so much out of you, and I really admire you. You have, you know, with Virgos, you always feel like no matter what, no matter how hard things get, I know that you always get through. I know that you will always have that strength and tenacity to get through, no matter how bad at times things think they're never as bad as you think, because you always get there, you always get through, and I absolutely love you for doing that, all of you. And at the end of the month as well, you've got the Page of Cups. And Page of Cups is all about messages. Pages bring messages, and it's an emotional message. He's there stood, he's holding his cup, he's got a lot of sort of turquoisey green behind him, which is your heart, and your emotions and things. It's almost it's time to get out and play. It's time to get out and play a little bit and dream, and allow yourself to dream a little bit more. There is there might be a bit of a challenge between sort of dreaming and wishful thinking in reality at the end of the month. but because it's in reverse, there is definitely this need to play, and definitely this thing to dream more, and have some fun, and get out and have a laugh and have a drink and do whatever you know, just have a good time at the end of the month, because I think with what you've gone through the rest of the month, you bloody well deserve it at the end of the month. You really do. Just absolutely go for it. Have some fun, take some time for yourself, relax, chill, laugh, smile at others, just open up more. Along with that 5 of coins, that's a really good card at the end of the month, that no matter what has happened during the month, no matter if you've gone through any problems, if anything's been bad, guess what, by the end of the month, everything is looking so much brighter and better. And be careful of being too serious. Do you know what? Not everything hinges on one person. We've all got more than one soulmate in this world, if it's regards to love. That's all I'm going to say on that one. We all have more than one soulmate. There is not only one in the world. Okay? Right, that's your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Have the best month that you can. Please comment below, let me know how your month is going. I really like to know when, you know, things are happening, and how, you know, what your progress is during the month. And I like to see, you know, if it starts off bad for somebody, I like to see that during the month somebody goes, oh bloody hell, it's getting better, thank goodness, you said it would. And it is. So please keep me informed. If you'd like a personal reading from me, of course, my little clicky things that I figured out how to do are now on there. Click on there, go and get yourself booked in for a personal reading with me. If you'd like to go on the retreat to Scotland, again, click on there. It's just a £50 deposit at the moment. Nothing's due till the end of May. I'd love to meet you. Come on the retreat with me. That would be absolutely wonderful. Sunny Scotland. And it will be absolutely stunning around sort of July, August when we're going. So that would be great as well. So that would be lovely to see you. If you've got any questions, if you need to get in touch with me, you can get in touch with me by sending me an email to huskylight.com. Yeah, it's alright, it's because I've got a new email. You can also send it to martingale123@hotmail.co.uk if you need to. You can donate to the retreat. All the buttons are up there anyway. So namaste, blessings and light, and I will speak to you very soon. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. Keep on doing that. I absolutely love it, and I love you very much. Thank you.